Do you hear that? I think the tea is ready. You're listening to Pop of Tea. Hello, everyone. You're listening to Pop of Tea podcast.
Welcome, welcome.
Happy Friday.
Yes.
Even
though Friday is going to be Saturday is my Monday.
So today is like your Sunday.
Yeah. But happy Friday to everyone else who doesn't work.
Weird days. Hope you enjoyed your week, and that's all I have to say about that.
Right. Hope everything was great.
Yes. All right. What you got for me today? Anything?
I don't think I talked about it last week, but I'm doing dry January.
Oh, right.
Yeah. That's really all I have to say, but I'm happy to report that I'm still dry in January.
Wow.
What is it, the 14th today? I mean, I will say it's a struggle. Like last night, like I had off today. Last night I had off yesterday, and I just wanted like a glass of wine.
Right.
So that sucks. Like that's probably the hardest part. And then tonight, like Nate's going out to dinner with his roommates to like a bar in Phoenixville, and I was like,
For what?
I can't come.
Anything?
Just for dinner and drinks.
Okay.
I'm like, I can't come. I'm sorry.
Oh my! You can't get a soda?
No.
Really?
No. Everyone's gonna have drinks, and I'm just gonna have to sit there. I'm sorry. I know I'm dramatic, but
Oh
it's
my
not
God.
happening.
See, I think I would just go just to get out.
Nope. Because now I'm just wasting money on food when I just went grocery shopping yesterday.
Okay.
So,
All right.
And if I'm like, the social aspect of drinking, like I would just be so tempted to get a drink.
I feel you.
And I mean, one of his roommates, Sean, was supposed to do it with me.
And he said
He broke it like day 2. I mean, I don't know who else is doing it, but we got this. And, you know, I kind of like it. Like, it's kind of fun. It's like a little challenge.
Yeah, I'm not doing dry month probably ever until I'm pregnant.
Oh my God.
The only time I drink is on the weekends, and sometimes I don't even. So
Right.
I
So you
just
don't
feel
feel like you
like-
have to take a stance, like a dramatic stance of drinking, like not drinking for a month.
yeah, like unless it's the summer, then I sometimes have
Yeah.
like drinks during the week because like by the pool or like
Right,
just
right.
whatever. But during the winter, no. Like last weekend,
You don't just have like a glass of wine at dinner?
no, because I live
Ugh.
here.
Yeah.
Like my parents
Your
would probably be like,
parents
"What the
don't
heck?"
What? Oh, wow.
No, like we don't usually do that. Like last
Okay.
Friday night, we had a nice dinner for my dad's birthday. We had steak, crab cakes. Like it was a
Hope
fancier.
some alcohol.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah. So then we like, my dad, and my brother had beer. Me and my mom had wine.
So
and
it's
then
like an occasion thing for you. Like if you
Yeah.
guys drink, it's like for a reason, or you're like drinking. You're not just
Yeah.
casually
I
having
can't really casually drink because this is gonna sound like I'm an alcoholic, and I'm not.
I know you're gonna say.
But I usually like to drink to get drunk or
Yeah.
like get a buzz. I don't need to get drunk.
No, but you want to
like,
feel something.
yes, like-
that's why. Yeah, I think having one drink anywhere is pointless.
Yeah. Well, if I'm out to a dinner though, and I have to drive home, like.
Yeah,
yeah.
of course that. Yeah.
But yeah, like if I'm going to a party, I'm not having just one drink.
No.
Like
No. Like, yeah, your
That's-
intent is to kind of get like twisted.
faded. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's actually one of my issues because, yeah, like I've had my crazy days.
Oh my God.
I probably should have done dry January like 3 years ago.
Mm.
Would have saved me some trouble. But yeah, like when I drink, I definitely push my limits. So I feel like it's just a good reset for my body because
Oh, that's good.
it's probably just been through a lot.
Your
I don't
liver needs some recovering.
Yeah. So
Fair
just
enough.
doing that. But then going off of like my resolutions, I said it was a stupid one, but I wanted to get a litter robot.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
You did?
I got it.
Wow.
Is
Is it at your house yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I just ordered it the other day, but I don't know. I wouldn't say it's an impulsive buy.
You've
but
thought about this.
I researched it for like 3 days straight, and then I was at work the other day, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
Why am I? Yeah. What am I waiting for?
You only live once.
Yeah. Exactly. And then so Danielle doesn't have much to talk about, so I'm just kind of like I had all these things in my head that I wanted to talk about because clearly a lot's happened to me in the past week.
I'm just gonna go off of what you're saying.
Yeah.
Comment. To,
Well,
okay.
litter talk is done because I
Okay,
know you
thank
don't
God,
have
yeah.
anything to say about that.
But I'm glad
But
you bought
If
it.
you owned a cat, I would say that you would get a litter robot.
Probably
because you don't have to scoop the litter.
Yeah, I don't like big messes, which
No,
is
and
why I
that's-
don't have a pet.
Right. So if you
So-
were to have one, you'd probably get one.
Yeah.
Anyways, I had to get a new cell phone number.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to go into it because, God, that was the most annoying thing I've ever gone through with AT&T. You know what I'm talking about?
AT&T, you will never be our sponsor.
I'm not going to name, well, his name is Matt. I think
but we
Matt,
won't tell what store location.
Phoenixville.
Oh, shit.
He's not there anymore.
Oh.
He's literally, I either got fired. I think he got fired.
Oh, my God.
Yes. Awful experience. But I got a new number, and let me tell you, I cried.
Okay, but
I did cry.
Go back to, so you bought your phone recently. Is that when he suggested you get your number changed?
No. So what happened was I went into the store like 2 months ago. It was like end of November.
Okay.
And I had an upgrade available on my phone. And being me, like, I'm just always like, I want the newest and latest, greatest iPhone. Like, I didn't even need an upgrade, but I wanted it.
Yeah.
And so I went in, and he, off the bat, like, prefaced it by saying, I'm new. Like, you know, I haven't been here long. I was like,
great.
Okay, well, can you help me get a new phone or not? And he was like, oh, yeah, of course. And he proceeds to, like, basically lie to me. I don't know if he, like, intended to lie, but he was
probably thought he was being, like, persuasive salesman or something.
Yeah. And, like, I mean, this was a lesson on my part because I really did just kind of like blindly agree and like trust that he knew what he was doing, and he didn't.
Well, here's the thing: when you go to places like that, you expect those people to be experts because we know nothing.
This is their job. Like, you work here, you're wearing the AT&T shirt,
right?
I'm
trusting you.
I would never do that to someone in my place of work. Anyways, he told me, like, in order to get the promotion that I wanted to get, I had to add a new line to my account, which is my dad's. My dad's the primary person on our account.
Gotcha.
He has, like, his ex-girlfriend and her kids on it. Don't ask. They're friends still.
Hey, I guess if it cuts down on the costs.
Yeah, and, like, my sister and I. So there's, like, 5 phone lines on the account. So he was saying, you got to add a line to get this deal. You can keep your number. You'll just have an extra line for fun. And I was like, okay. Like, I was like, well, I just want to upgrade. Like, I don't really need a new line. He was like, well, you won't get the promotion. And that's a lie. But I didn't know that. So I was like, okay. But we had to order it online because the store didn't have any in stock. So I ordered it online. And then that came like 2 weeks later. I went in, and he was distraught because he was like, uh-oh, why do you have 2 SIM cards? I'm like, because the phone came with a new SIM card. I had my old phone with my current SIM card. Right. And he was like, oh, man, I messed up. I'm like, what?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he literally said that. I'm like, why?
Like, how?
Yeah, and he didn't really, like, go into it, but I was like, okay, like, whatever you have to do to, like, get me, like, I just want to use my current SIM card in my new phone. So he just, like, popped out the new one, put my old one in.
Okay.
And was like, okay, here you go. Like, it works. It's your number.
But then what do you do with the new one and the old phone?
Exactly. I traded in my old phone. That was for the promotion. Okay. I got like $700 off the new phone.
Oh, that's lit.
Yeah. But it's not worth it now because then my dad calls me like a month later, and he knew I got a new phone. He just didn't know like what happened. And he goes, why is my phone bill like $200 more? And I was like, oh my God. I don't know. He's like, why is there a new line on our account? I was like, oh, I don't know. Oh no. And then he's like, well, that new line is costing me like an extra $100. And I was like, well, he didn't tell me that. And he didn't say it was going to cost extra money.
Oh, no.
So I walked back into the AT&T store, and I'm like, what's happening here?
And now we're mad.
And now this guy, like, he wasn't there that day. So I talked to the manager, and she was kind of like, yeah, like, you're going to have to call, like, AT&T customer support. So we were ping-ponged between, like, all these different people in AT&T.
Why can't they just deal with it there?
I'm going to wrap it up because I'm getting heated thinking about it again. My dad and I were on the phone with customer service like last week for like 2 hours. And then this week it was another like 2 hours. No one knew what he did. No one knew like what was happening. No one had the authorization to change it. And I'm like,
how?
What? Like, I was lied to. I was literally lied to. And eventually they were kind of just like, look, like the easiest way to fix this is you just take the new number. And I was like, no.
Oh, like that honestly
that's not what I wanted.
Ruins lives.
That's the like complete thing I wanted to avoid, and here I am having to do it. And so now I don't even know it. I literally made
no way. Oh my God, her phone background is her freaking phone number. Yeah, because who memorizes numbers anymore?
I got a cell phone when I was like 13. Okay, I'm 26.
Yeah,
I
you've
had that
the-
number for like 10 plus years. And now I have this new number and I'm like,
Is it similar at all?
no.
Oh my
No.
God.
I would say there's like one repeat number. But
That's rough.
I don't even know what I'm going to do when I have to put my phone number in like anything. I'm going to do my old number.
I mean, first world problems, but honestly, that is super annoying.
Yeah.
Like to have to get a new number and tell everyone and like.
God, it's so and I don't know why I cried. I was just really, and it was like kind of embarrassing because I cried to my dad and the AT&T customer service person and she felt really bad. And I was just like,
They should give you some sort of credit or
they
something.
will. Like, first of all, our whole bill did get lowered just because we like upgraded the plan and got rid of the line. So our bill's cheaper and they're crediting us like $200 or more.
Good,
It's
yeah.
gonna be, it's fine. It's gonna work.
We
itself
need to
out.
find this guy. We should find him on social
I
media.
tried. He's not on Facebook
Oh,
because I know his last name because it came up in one of the receipts they sent me when I went there originally. And I'm like, dude, but my dad ended up calling the store manager like last week and he asked her because he's a Karen. He does not care.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, is so-and-so still here? And she was like, well, I'm not like able to really tell you that, but let's just say like I've been cleaning up his mistakes like since the new year. He's not there. He's definitely not there anymore.
So he really sucked at his job.
I think he was trying to get a bigger commission.
But that's just, you can't.
It's so slimy. Like, and I was so nice to him about it. I was like, I understand. Like, I'm not going to freak out on you. I'm not.
Right.
I don't do that. But
just
that he
help
took
me.
advantage of me
Yeah.
and was like, well, this girl's clearly an idiot and not reading the fine print. So
That's not nice.
no.
And that kind of stuff is karma, sir. Karma's going to come and get you.
I got karma for that too. For something I've done.
I guess. I don't know what you did, but
I don't either. But like
karma has been served for
I
all
guess
parties.
the best part about having a new number is like a lot of people don't know my number now, which hey, if you
could be for the best.
Yeah, like if I haven't told you like my new number or if you've messaged me and I've given it to you, like that's fine. You're all people I want to have it, but you know, like exes, I feel like there's so many people who have my number from
Just
the
not
past
necessary.
13 years. It's like it's probably better to like start fresh.
It's true.
I mean, I'm really just trying to talk myself into.
We're turning a new leaf. Is that what they say?
Yeah.
I think
Closing
so.
the chapter.
Yeah.
Starting a new
Closing
one.
the book. I got this. I have the iPhone XR, which is like the 10.
I don't even know what that is.
I
I only as you have one lens and I have three.
I got this in January 2019.
Oh, so that was kind of new.
Yeah, it's like one step below the 11.
Okay.
And then I had the 6S before that. So I really spaced it out. Yeah.
I've had every iPhone. I've had like the 3.
Oh my god.
The 3 is like the original.
Yeah,
3.
I had the 4.
I had the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7, the 8. Like I've had every one.
Oh my god. See, to me getting a new phone is too much energy. I can't
But it's
do
easy
it.
because I just like iCloud. Like,
That's true.
I didn't even have to do anything. I just put my info in and it all got restored. Like,
Well, my
it's
problem,
weird.
which I won't bore everyone, but really quick.
yeah.
Like when me and my brother were younger and we got our iPhones, we all shared one iCloud with my dad.
Oh God, no, that's dangerous.
Yes. And so finally when I got this new phone, I made my own iCloud. So I didn't get any of my pictures from
so
before.
you really had to start over.
Yeah, which
That
like
sucks.
I was really distraught about it, but I'm like, you know what? I've survived this long without the pictures. Like,
Yeah,
who cares? They're probably on Facebook anyway.
It
like,
doesn't
whatever.
matter.
So yeah, now I'm good. I'm established now.
Wow. Yeah, I have 8,000 pictures,
Oh my god.
and they all transferred over, no problem.
I do not have that. I thought I had a picture problem. I have over
I have
1,000.
1,900 videos,
Oh my god.
1,200 screenshots, and let me tell you how many contacts I have, because that
Oh, I go through and delete
I have
like every year.
1,100 contacts, and a lot of them
Oh my god.
I don't know who they are. I have this question mark. I just have question marks sometimes.
So what? Just delete.
I have so many like this though. It's too much work
Oh
to
my
delete
God.
everyone.
I go through like every year and delete people.
I should
just
do
for
that, but
my
like
own.
literally, like my contact list looks like a crazy person because I just have like some emojis or like
Oh my god.
a description about them. Like I don't even know who these people are.
That is fun. Sometimes if I meet people, like when I was on dating apps and stuff, I would always type like, say the dude's name was John. I would be
Yes.
like, John Hinge.
Yeah.
Or like something like that.
I have this guy I met in Amsterdam. Francisco, Amsterdam.
That's what I did for the guy in Atlantic City. I wrote Mike, Atlantic City.
Yes.
Because otherwise I would have no idea.
You have to know. Well, first of all, like Mike is such a common name, but
exactly. And I don't know his last name. Like, how would I know that?
Well,
all right. Should we Bachelor it up?
Yeah, we should probably get into what people actually listen to us for.
Yeah. The Bachelor. Okay. So this was episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
And there was
already better than Claire and Tayshia's season. I'm sorry, but it is.
Yeah, no, it is. There's some. There's a group date. There's 2 one-on-ones. There's some things that we learn about Matt James that we don't love. The first date that happens this episode is Bree's one-on-one, which last week you said Bree was one of your favorites. I
like her.
Right?
I like her a lot.
How did you feel about the date?
I loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
I will say, like, I've heard some things about the ATV date or the ATV part of it. You know how they like crash it?
Yeah, like tipped over.
Yeah, well, I didn't really notice it, but apparently there's a huge jump cut between the ATV falling over and them like landing perfectly in this cuddled position.
Oh, so you think it was totally planned?
Faked, yeah.
Oh.
People think it is because I don't know if I personally know anybody who've been in an ATV accident, but those are like fatal sometimes. Like you can really get messed up on an ATV.
Yeah.
So the way that thing flipped and that they just like
landed right next to it,
right?
and it didn't like flip on
like,
top of them.
Their clothes were muddy, but that's easy to do.
Yeah. No,
So,
I was actually thinking that it was almost like too dangerous for it to happen like that and them just land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's just a little thought. Yeah, we find a lot about her.
Yeah.
Her upbringing, and they're really playing the similar card, which is good.
Yeah.
Like I think it's great to have similarities with people.
Although I feel like when they were on the ATVs and they were in the hot tub, to me, I felt like they didn't
have chemistry.
Yes. I didn't feel the chemistry until dinner.
Fair.
Like I thought they were just literally 2 people talking. Like it didn't feel like.
I feel like.
Excuse me. But anyway, yeah, I felt like it was just 2 people talking at each other because they had to, and there wasn't like any clicking until she opened up at dinner.
I agree with you. I think maybe she was nervous, like because it was the first
one. Yeah.
So maybe it's just.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's whatever. They're awkward.
Yeah.
But I thought it was really interesting that her mom had her when she was 13.
When she said that
13,
I straight up thought to myself, is that possible?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
well,
but it shouldn't be possible.
It really like shouldn't. Like I want to know more about that situation.
Like you're in puberty at 13. Like how is your body
I was a late
able?
bloomer, so I probably wasn't able to get pregnant at 13.
And like how is a 13-year-old's body able to go through all those?
Right?
Like it's just crazy to me.
And at that point, you are literally siblings. Like it would be cool to have a mom 13 years older than me, but
also you're not wise. Like I don't want to say you're not wise, but I feel like when you have a mom, like at least when I go to my mom for advice and stuff, I always think like she's gone through experiences and is wiser than me and knows much more, has lived a lot more life than well, not like a lot more, but you know what I'm saying.
But more like
yeah. But if you're only 13 years old, like how much life have you like what?
Oh my God. Like her mom was 20 when she was 7. She wasn't even able to drink and she was already 7 years old.
Yeah, that's a no for me.
Yeah.
And I don't want to judge people, but like also
no, I'm not judging.
Who's out there doing it at 13? Where are your parents?
I don't know.
Seriously. How do you even know how that works at 13?
I have no idea.
Did we know how?
I didn't.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I didn't even know. I think I'm trying to think when my first kiss happened. I think I was like 15.
Oh, I was older
14,
than that.
15.
Yeah, but that's kissing.
Yeah, and it was like an awkward
like a pecker. Yeah.
It was not making out or anything like that.
Yeah, at 13, I don't think I'd even be comfortable like seeing having a boy see any like what? No. Okay. Anyway, moving on.
But also she was saying that her mom is now engaged and having and pregnant.
Well,
having a baby.
I think she is in her low 20s because I calculated this.
She's 26.
Okay, so 26 plus
or maybe 24. One of the two.
I feel like all of them are freaking 24.
I remember thinking like, oh, she's my age, or if she was 24, I was like, she's close.
All right, well, let's just say she's 25. Put her in the middle.
Yeah.
25.
Oh, my notes. She's 24.
Okay, so wwhat's her mom then? 24, 30,
plus
37.
13.
Oh, wait. Did I just do that right? 37?
24 plus 13.
I think she's 37. Oh, my God.
I didn't do that. Yeah.
37.
You're right.
So her mom is getting up there.
Yeah.
But she can still have kids.
It's not too old to have a baby. But
so she feels like that she has her own little family now.
Yeah, so she feels a little like left out. And yeah, I think she does carry herself in a way that makes her seem older.
Yeah.
And she's mature. Like,
I feel like a lot of the girls, they don't look as young as they are.
No, like Kit doesn't look 21.
No, and that girl Sarah that we'll talk about because she was on the other one-on-one.
Oh yeah, how old is she?
She's 24, and I feel like she looks 30. Like her face is so mature.
Sorry, but she doesn't look 24.
No, like no
she
offense.
She looks older.
Like you're pretty, very pretty, but she just does not look 24.
No. Whoa.
At all.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I had about the one-on-one.
Yep.
Obviously, she got the rose.
Yep.
He was still kissing with his eyes closed at this point.
Yeah, I didn't notice it until
the
cocktail
Sarah.
party.
Or yeah.
One, yeah. The next thing I have after Brie is Victoria has a problem with everyone.
Yes. Yeah, we literally started the episode with Victoria like freaking out.
I can't with her. She thinks everyone is out to get her, and is like calling out all these people for not wanting to spend time with Matt and this and that. I'm like, girl, please.
Do you
be
think?
Quiet.
I've seen a lot of theories about her
That she's not like legit.
Yeah.
That they put her there.
I have some screenshots because I'm in some like Facebook Bachelor groups.
Okay.
It's mainly just like older women. I don't really do anything with it. But this girl goes, do a search on Victoria. She's a very successful entrepreneur. She owns a skincare line and a spray tan company.
Really?
I'm convinced ABC hired her to troll. She's in the beauty industry, yet looks awful on the show.
Yeah.
I think she's in disguise so no one would recognize her. And if she went on willingly, wouldn't she at least promote her companies? And it's true. And then like look at this picture.
That does not even look like her.
Right?
Oh my.
It's probably
God.
really edited because she.
But still.
But that's definitely her.
Oh my God.
And I've seen TikToks where like she's definitely just a producer plant.
Has
to cause
to be.
drama. Like
has to be.
Because it does seem so out there that you're like.
She's like delusional.
What?
You know?
Yeah,
like you can't get through to her.
My mom even said it. Like she was like, I'm not trying to be rude, but like she's just not even like attractive. And all the other girls, everyone who goes on the show are attractive.
But in that picture, she looks attractive with the makeup and everything. Yeah,
apparently
I think this must be.
I think it's a fake because Matt doesn't even like her. Like,
yeah, no, you can tell.
You can tell.
When they had that group date and she wanted to kiss him, he was like not into it at all.
Oh my God. Well, first of all, they stood up and she was like, can I have a kiss? And he's like,
yeah.
Yeah. I actually had to go back and watch that because I missed it the first time. I missed the kiss. And then I saw this thing like, what? They kissed? And I was like, when?
Yeah, it
was
gross.
So awkward.
Disgusting.
So awkward.
I was Snapchatting Chris throughout because he doesn't watch it, but he likes hearing the updates.
Oh,
and
Nate. Hear that?
Come on, Nate, step it up. But I was like, I remember saying, greasy hair, you're on TV, disgusting, like wash your hair. And her dress was awful. The under eye bags, yeah.
So bad.
Yeah, so it's just a little...
The dress.
Awful.
I mean, this is why I think, because guess what? People are talking about it. That's what the producers want. This is like just so outlandish that.
Like, no offense, it looks like trashy Forever 21, like bodycon, weird, ugly.
Like, it's just not flattering.
No.
And she looked awful, and she looks like she's on drugs.
Yeah.
Like, she just
all right, so we're
well.
convinced that this isn't legit.
I am convinced.
All right, we're calling it now.
I mean, I'll keep watching. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. So Victoria is a part of this huge group date, 18 people. Come on. Why?
I know.
Why?
I know. It sucks.
So they're all like put in wedding dresses and
here we go again with the stupid wedding.
Yeah, what is this?
I don't know.
It makes no sense.
They do that every week, every season, I think.
Oh, okay.
Like at some point. But
it
I feel like
feels
the
very
first
early
group date,
on.
the first group date, yeah.
Yeah, too much.
Like, no, let's do some like apple picking or some shit. They're in the
Pennsylvania.
Best, yeah,
in like
what?
October.
They're in the fall, like
Yeah. So they only some of them get to get wedding pictures with Matt, and then
which was weird.
Yeah, and then Chris Harrison comes over and is like, change of plans, and then them with the fighting.
Yeah,
this franchise, same thing with Tayshia's season and Claire's. They just pit all these people against each other.
Oh yeah,
and make them like fight it out.
They literally were like, all right, here's some woods and. There's no rules, so good luck.
What was the objective of the game? I don't even know.
There was none.
Yeah.
They were throwing cake.
Purses, paint. Where's the paint coming?
I guess the point was to like dirty up the wedding dresses that they were in. I don't
even know. I don't know.
I don't know. You know what I also saw? I hate that I reference TikTok so much, but
it's okay.
Can't stop. Someone made a point that they all grabbed dresses from the same rack. Isn't that weird that they all were the same? They probably were all the same size.
Well, it's funny you say that because I was like, if I was on this show, they would have to have a separate rack for me.
And that's how it should be. No one.
I legit was thinking that.
They can't they can't assume everyone's going to be the same size.
Yeah, they had to have asked them before.
Maybe.
Like what their size was. Because there's no way.
Maybe, you're right.
Like there's no freaking way.
You're right. But that just goes along with like how The Bachelor or ABC, they don't promote body inclusivity because everyone on the show, there's never been plus size. There's never been curvy. They've all been,
honestly, you're right. Like even like for the dudes on like this past Tayshia season, like they're all fit.
Yep. And maybe that's not what you're into. Like,
yeah. I like a dad bod.
Yeah, people have different preferences. And so I understand that people have problems with The Bachelor.
Oh my God, there's a ladybug.
Oh, cute.
Right here.
That's good luck.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Fuck. I want it.
It was on my side.
Oh my God. If something good happens to you. No.
Oh my God, it's upside down. Poor guy.
What are you going to do? Can you take it outside?
Oh, that was nicer than me. I was going to get a paper towel and squish it.
No. Okay.
Well,
we're going to have to pause.
Okay, we're back.
Ladybug is safely outside.
If I get good news today, we'll know
I
why.
feel like it could last like between now and next week when we record.
Okay. It was so random. Like it just was sitting in front of me.
That's weird.
And how does it even get in here?
That is really, and like how is it on the table?
Yeah, like did it fly here?
Was it in like my hair?
Oh my God.
I mean, I was outside earlier.
It's just a sign from God. All right.
From the Lord himself.
Yes. Okay, so we'll wrap up the group date.
Yeah.
So there was a losing team and a winning team.
For whatever the hell they
won. For whatever they won.
I don't know how they won.
Yep, not sure at all. And then there was like an MVP who got the trophy, and it was Mari. And she got to join the winning team, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
The losing team was sore losers.
Oh, yeah. The one girl cried. Was it Katie?
Yes.
Who, I've got to tell you, I liked her with the vibrator thing week 1, but then week 2, without the vibrator, I literally was like, who is this?
Yeah, you were like, who is that?
I Snapchatted you and my sister and my mom. And they're like, oh, Katie, the vibrator girl, duh. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, like she just looked way different, like without a vibrator.
Yeah, well, no, and that's probably why she did it, so that she was memorable the first night.
But now I'm like, who the hell are you?
Yeah.
So interesting. But she cried, and I'm like,
like
not
why?
something to cry about.
No,
not something to cry about, girl. Like,
nope.
There were 18 of you. What did you expect?
Exactly. Like 9 of you had to lose.
Yeah.
So yeah, then.
But that was that.
Yeah, great. Then there was another one-on-one with Sarah. She is 24. She's a broadcast journalist from California. Her dad
She left her job. She left her job to take care of her dad who has ALS.
Yeah. So like he can't walk. Like he is it Stephen Hawking who she said who has this disease, and like he has to talk through a computer and stuff like that.
It's like mentally you are all there, but physically you're not. You lose all function.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Really, really sad.
Really sad. So yeah, they were on a plane ride, like one of those small plane things.
Beautiful.
Which, by the way, I don't
wouldn't do it.
Wouldn't do
it. It gave me anxiety watching it.
Too many people die from that shit.
It always does actually give me anxiety watching, because they've done that in other seasons. Of course, they're not being original, but yeah, like that thing could go down at any moment,
anytime.
Like,
yep.
I don't think I could. But I did say I thought it was awkward. The plane. They didn't seem.
Well, how are you supposed to talk?
True, but I just felt weird vibes.
I'm not feeling a strong connection from them.
No, I'm really not.
I don't think she'll be here at the end.
Even after, like, what did they do after the plane ride?
I think they just went to dinner, didn't they?
Oh really?
No, they sat in that like wooded area.
They did a wood thing, and I think he even said like she hasn't opened up much.
Yeah.
Like
he basically said if she doesn't open up at dinner, I'm not picking her. Basically,
if she doesn't tell me her whole sob story of her life.
And I think it was Reality Steve. I don't follow him, but I saw it on Twitter.
Yeah.
He said, I want to make it normal that we don't have to be so open and put our life on display the first time we meet someone on this type of show.
Because that is exactly what they expect.
That's all they expect. And if I went on, what's my sob story? I don't have one.
No.
I don't have a sick family member
they honestly look for people like that. I mean,
that's
like,
story.
Yeah. Because
they must.
It makes you like interesting. Like we're just
too normal,
I guess. I've never tried to go on, but like
no, me either. But it's true. It's
what
like,
would be your thing?
What is my
like,
story?
What
I don't
if you
have
told
one.
someone like, because they're gonna be like, okay, like you're like, yeah. So I went to college and then I
worked,
got a job, and
now I'm here. Like I
like had some shitty boyfriends, but who hasn't?
Like, yeah. And these girls are so young to have such a sob story. Like on Tayshia's season, like Zach, who she ended up with, was 36. He had battled addiction,
and
blah, blah,
had
blah.
a life, yeah.
Like, yeah, he's 36.
Right.
Like these girls who are 21, what's your story?
I can't wait. I hope Kit has a one-on-one because that girl.
I want to know.
Oh, your mom's a famous fashion designer,
right,
in New York City, and you're 21, and that's it. Because,
yeah,
let me tell you, she's had nothing happen to her. Well,
probably not.
I can't say that, but
I really don't think what could have been so bad.
Right.
Well, I don't want to speak too soon, but anyway, yeah. So she finally does open up to him though at dinner about her dad.
Yes, and it's very heavy. Like, dude, like you wanted her to open up. I don't think you wanted her to open up that much.
Yeah, like let me just lay all my shit on you, and that's that.
I know.
But okay, this is where the kissing weirdness begins.
Well, before that, did you notice? I didn't notice until I saw a video, but the first time Sarah and Matt made out, he had
the nose thing.
Yes.
Yeah, this
he had a nose full of makeup because she had a face full of makeup.
And his nose with her light powder. I didn't notice on the episode.
I didn't
But
either.
yeah, I've seen it on Twitter and stuff.
Pretty funny.
Yeah. He gives her the rose. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. But is this the time? This is the infamous picture. Wait, who is he kissing? Okay, in the picture I screenshotted.
He's kissing Lauren, I believe.
Oh, really?
I think so. At like a cocktail party or something.
You're right.
So yeah, we discovered, and so did the rest of America.
Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't just me.
That Matt James kisses with his eyes, like I don't want to say wide open.
They're not wide. No,
but they're open.
People are arguing. Nate himself has argued with me about it. He's like, he doesn't keep them open. It's normal. But I'm like, no, it's not. It's not like, normal.
I will say, I've opened them for a quick second when I kiss someone, but I'm not like kissing someone with my eye open.
No.
Like,
no,
continuously.
No.
Like,
and if it is, that's fine because you're not on TV.
Right.
You know?
And
no one's watching you.
If you do this, whatever, but like, it's weird.
Yeah, but like, yeah. And I guess for the girls kissing him, I guess they don't notice because how would you?
Their eyes are shut.
But the fact that it's being videotaped.
Yeah.
Like now everyone knows. And it's weird.
He tweeted about it.
He did. Did you see Tyler Cameron's tweet?
That's a screenshot.
Is that the tweet you have? Okay, cool. Me too.
So Tyler Cameron, who is his friend, who's also from Bachelor franchise, says, "Hey yo, Matt James, what we got going on over here?" And Matt tweeted back and said, "Gotta make sure no one's sneaking up on us. When your eyes are closed, anything can happen. It's for both our protection." So I guess that's his way.
So he's like laughing it off.
Yeah.
But I'm just curious as to how the whole season's going to go, because if this is what he does night 2 or like episode 2, whatever.
Yeah.
He probably does it for the whole season. And I'm so sorry, but that's going to distract me from the actual season. Yeah. I'm just going to like look at his eyes being open. Weirdly, they look like dead eyes.
Yes.
You know?
Like.
Oh my God. I saw it and I just could not. And then like my friend Snapchatted me and my sister, and they're both like, "Oh my God, he kisses with his eyes open." Like, what? And I'm like,
yeah, it's bizarre.
I feel like some people are like, "Oh, get over it. Like, it's not a big deal." Like, blah blah blah.
But how would you feel if you close your eyes every time you kiss your boyfriend, and one day randomly you open him up and you realize that's what he does?
Well, I don't even know if he can see. Well, this picture, he's looking at her.
Yeah, but isn't there one where their lips are touching and they're open? The one we posted on our story.
Oh,
they're lip locking and they are open. Yeah.
So weird.
So we think it's weird.
How can you focus on like kissing when your eyes are open? Because I'd just be staring. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I need to close them so I can focus on what I'm doing.
Actually, that brings up a point, and maybe this is a dude thing. Okay, I'm about to expose Chris right now. Sorry,
well,
Chris.
Welcome,
he's not listening
I've exposed
to this.
Nate millions,
but a lot.
I've had my
So, if we're watching a show or whatever, and like we end up kissing, whatever, like how normal couples do.
Does he watch?
No, but he can listen and understand everything that's going on and remember everything that happened in the show after we are done kissing. I can't do that. I can't focus on the show.
No, I can't either.
Nope. And I don't know if it's a dude thing but like I have to be focused on
one of the things.
Right.
That's
so
interesting.
like I'll say, "Oh, we need to like rewind it a little bit." Like
right.
I didn't know.
And he's like, "I got it."
And he's like, "Oh, but then no, I know. Like this happened and then this happened." I'm like, "What?" So you were focused on that while you were supposed to be focused on kissing me? I am offended.
But you can't even watch. Like, you're still missing stuff. Like,
okay, so we're watching How to Get Away with Murder, and I've seen it before.
Yeah.
But I wanted him to watch it, and I also wanted to rewatch it. Yeah. Like, that was on my list. And that show, you have to watch it at all times to remember. This mother effer doesn't need to actually watch it. He knows the list of events that's happened. I'm like, what?
Really weird. I think that might just be like a special power he has, because
isn't that bizarre?
I've never heard
like,
of that.
I have to be fully invested. Like, I can't do that.
If I doze off for like 2 minutes, I'm like, I gotta rewind. Or like, if I'm on my phone, I'm just like, I wasn't really paying attention. Like,
right.
If I'm watching a show, I need to be watching it. I can't.
Yes.
Wow.
So, yeah, that I just had. Maybe
That's
it's
impressive.
a somewhat dude thing that they can
maybe
be focused on other things while they're kissing you.
Right.
I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, like, a part of me doesn't even want to get into the whole Marilyn Victoria thing. I mean, we definitely should like say something about it, but
right.
It's just exhausting.
Marilyn did nothing.
No.
To her.
And Victoria had to bring it up to Matt that Marilyn, they're not roommates anymore, and blah, 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 blah.
First of all, like, why? I mean, I feel bad for Marilyn. Anyone who had to room with Victoria, that's awful. And why don't they show us that? Like, they didn't show us the rooms of the mansion. Mm-mm. They haven't showed us, like, that's kind of weird to me. In the past seasons, they've definitely shown the girls going into their room. And
well, like, even in Tayshia's season, we see her room a lot.
Yeah.
It's
really weird.
Yeah, that is weird. But yeah, so basically then it just ends up with Matt being like, I didn't know that.
Yeah, of course I don't mean, any producer could tell him that she's lying, which hopefully they did, because we don't know yet who
gets voted off. And they're placed next to each other at the rose ceremony.
Of course.
This always happens.
I mean, it's like
it's like what they did to Noah and Bennett last season. They put them together.
But I thought it was so hilarious when they were trying to have a talk. Marilyn and Victoria. Can I sit here? Can I just move a little closer? It's a little loud. No.
She's like, I'll sit here and you can sit there.
Yeah.
Can I just, no. Like, what?
I know. Like,
this is weird.
Get
so
over
weird.
yourself. I can't.
Like, are we freaking 13 years old here that like I can't sit on a like, just weird.
You know, someone needs to, like, these girls are too nice because no one's actually put Victoria in her place and literally been like, you're a bitch. You need to back off.
I feel like it's gonna happen.
It has to. It has to happen. Because Mary Lynn, I don't really know. I don't think she's gonna make it far at all.
No.
But she seems sweet. Like, I don't think she seems like the type. And they didn't even show any part. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Nothing happened.
Yeah. So the episode ends with, in the middle of a rose ceremony, Sarah like faints a little bit. Kind of almost. I feel like that would be
me. Like, I feel like in that situation, I would be so nervous about passing out.
Just and you're like standing.
You're standing for so long. It's probably hot. You're nervous. Your heart's racing. Like,
yeah. So then that's how it ends. He gives out some roses. So I guess that's how the next episode's going to start.
To be continued.
Yep. Great.
I really hate that. I would just love a complete episode.
Me too.
But we haven't gotten that.
Ever.
Like, no, it's really, really sparse.
Yeah.
Sparse?
Yeah. That makes sense. All right.
Moving on.
Oh, quickly. The Bachelor Resort CEO.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
I saw on Facebook that the resort CEO of the resort that they're filming at, or that they were filming at in PA, spoke to US Magazine. And she said, there was an interview on Monday, January 11th. She said, we actually found a used condom in a tree branch. She teased that hair will be pulled and weaves will fly during this season. And
condoms, and people will have sex in a tree.
Yeah.
Because clearly that's what that means. Unless there's like a funny like condom date.
Yeah. But didn't it say used condom? No, it says used.
Well, yeah, but used.
That's
how?
True. That's true. Well, that's true. And then she says there's some hanky-panky going on where it should not have been, but I can't tell you everything that was going on. We're on 3,000 acres. So yeah.
Wow, that's hilarious.
So that's going to be interesting.
I just have a lot of questions about that.
Yep. Matt James getting frisky.
Yeah, wow.
Okay. So after we wrapped up recording last week and talked about the Kimye divorce and Jeffree Star, of course, Jeffree Star put out a statement, like literally.
I've been humbled.
Yeah. Sydney thought that they were actually hooking up.
I believed it.
I really did not believe it.
No, you didn't.
No.
And no one else did that I know.
But you. Yeah. But you believed it.
Yeah.
So he put out a YouTube video, like he does a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Basically he was just as surprised as the rest of the world was.
Yeah.
So
his video was funny. I've never watched any of his videos.
Me either. And I only watched.
I won't.
No, I won't either. I have no interest. But basically, he just said.
He had no freaking idea.
Yeah, like I woke up, my phone was blowing up. Just because I live in Wyoming doesn't mean I have anything to do with Kanye West. Like this girl on TikTok doesn't know what she's talking about.
Yeah. So there's that. I believe him, and there hasn't been anything else out about it. Didn't I send you a TikTok then of another beauty influencer person, like guy in the makeup industry?
I didn't know who it was, but yeah,
I didn't either, but his TikTok was interesting because he was like DMing with someone from Kanye's team, and the guy invited him back to their hotel, and he has video proof of him being at this like resort that Kanye was at. I don't know, whatever. I
feel like everyone now is going to come out of the woodwork, and like
I still think something's fishy. I don't necessarily think Kanye's gay, but I think some weird stuff has
some weird things.
Yeah, like some sketchy stuff that we have no idea about.
Yeah. I think the funniest part about the whole Jeffree Star video was he said, "I like very tall men." Me and Kanye never hung out. Like,
is Kanye short?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he's like our height.
Oh.
Yeah, he's short.
I mean, I guess I just never noticed or.
Yeah.
So him in person.
And honestly, Kim K on Instagram has been so unbothered by all of this. I love it. I love it. She doesn't care. She's not addressing it yet.
It's crazy.
So whatever. Like, good
so
for
crazy.
You. And then that's that.
Yeah.
I guess if we hear more about the divorce, obviously we'll talk about it. And then just quick to tag along with the story, the Kardashians filmed their last episode for E! On January 8th. And they were all posting on their Instagram story. Like they all got together for a special dinner with the crew and everything. So yeah, they're done filming. But I mean,
on E! They're going to Hulu.
Yeah.
It's going to be the same shit.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm sure. But I'm actually more interested. Did you hear the D'Amelios are getting a reality show on Hulu? I'm more interested in them because I'm in the TikTok world.
So I don't know anything really about them.
I wouldn't say I follow Charlie and Dixie, but I know enough that like shit's interesting.
All right.
They're very weird.
I probably will watch
They're really weird girls. They are, and I don't know why they have so many followers. They're weird.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then like I don't know, like the guys, like the one girl Charlie's dating, like Noah Beck, and he's weird. Like these people are just another breed of people.
Yeah, random.
Like just young, and I don't know.
They got lucky, probably.
But back to the Kardashians, I think my educated guess will be that there's going to be some information that comes out on the new season about the divorce.
Oh,
I think they're trying to keep it more private because. You know, if they're teasing like, hey, this season
people
on the
Kardashians,
are gonna watch Kanye and Kim.
Yep,
they're gonna watch. They're not gonna watch if they already know everything that's happening.
Right. It's the same thing that happened with Khloe, Jordan, and Tristan.
Yes.
Although there was some things that happened on social media between them, but you got more of the story by watching the episode.
I didn't watch the episodes, but I watched like the Red Table Talk and like all of the other stuff. So I felt like I didn't have to watch the show, but that's just me. But
sweet.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Okay. From one show to another, Sex and the City is coming out with a reboot, which I feel like has been in the works for a while.
I guess.
And
I haven't noticed.
Oh, well, I kind of follow, like their feuds and different things like that.
I watched Sex and the City. Like I liked it. Whatever. It wasn't like obsessed with it, but I
mean, it
like
was
it
before our time, but it's always on.
It's a good show.
Yeah,
it's a great show.
Yeah. Who's your favorite character? Do you have one?
I mean, Samantha is up there. I think Carrie. What is her character? Carrie in the show? Okay, I forgot. Yeah. I think her character is kind of annoying sometimes.
Can be.
And then who else is there? There's
Charlotte and Miranda.
I like Charlotte. Annoying.
Really? Well, I mean, she can be annoying, but I just feel like she's the most relatable to me.
That's fair. Miranda is weird to me.
Yeah.
Like they're all just kind of, I don't really have a favorite, I guess.
Yeah.
But it was a good show. Weird segue. Did you watch the Carrie Diaries on Netflix?
No.
Oh, you would like it.
I feel like I tried to watch that.
I watched that like 2 years ago and I really liked it.
And it was what, a young Carrie Bradshaw?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dakota. No.
I know who you're talking about though. I get
Dakota
those confused.
Fanning,
no, it's not.
It's the other girl that looks just like her.
Yes. No, I know exactly who you're talking about.
It's really good.
Okay.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
So this reboot is not called Sex and the City. It's called And Just Like That, because that's how Carrie Bradshaw, Carrie Bradshaw narrates the Sex and the City series, and she would always say, and just like that, but whatever.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm excited for it.
So yes, watch it. Samantha's not going to be in it.
No.
And so it's just going to be Carrie, Charlotte, and Miranda. And I'm interested to see how they mention it, because I've heard that the series, it's not going to be so much about like relationships romantically. It's going to be about them navigating their friendships through their 50s.
That's good.
But I did make a little bit of a timeline.
Yeah, go.
It is kind of long, but I can
do
skip
the highlights because I don't know anything about their feud. I just saw on Twitter or whatever that people are like, how are they going to rewrite Samantha? I'm like, did she die or something? Like, what happened? I had no idea.
Well, yeah. So it's been a feud since. So Sex and the City had their last episode in February of 2004, and there have always been this thing that Kim Cattrall, who played Samantha, and Sarah Jessica Parker, who plays Carrie, that they did not get along, or that Kim Cattrall and any of the castmates did not get along. It was like 3 against 1
for her character, because she was a bitch in the show.
But then it kept coming out like throughout the years that Sarah Jessica Parker. I'm just gonna say SJP.
That's harder.
Because
just say Sarah.
Sarah. Parker. What did I say? Jessica. Whatever the hell I said. Sarah Jessica Parker.
It is a hard name.
Like, who needs two names? Sarah Jessica.
Does she have a middle name?
Like, is Jessica her middle name? I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, basically she has come out and said like there's no bad blood, whatever, and then Kim Cattrall kind of goes back and forth like, no, there isn't, but there is. I don't know. So when Sex and the City the movie came out in 2008, have you seen that?
Maybe.
I like that one. Sex and the City 2. I think I should watch it because
I can't picture it.
Okay. Well, it's like her and Mr. Big, Carrie and Mr. Big, they're supposed to get married, and
maybe I have seen it.
He says he can't, and then they go on, the 4 girls go on her honeymoon. What was supposed to be her honeymoon.
I have seen it.
And maybe Mexico.
I'll watch it again. I think it's on HBO Max.
Probably. So anyway, so when it ended in 2004, Kim Cattrall said it ended due to money issues. She wanted more money. Basically, Sarah Jessica Parker.
Is she like in charge of the finances?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but she's also an executive producer, so she was making more. Well, that makes sense, right?
Makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
So then fast forward a couple years to the movie in 2008. Cattrall finally says she's ready to make the movie. She's put her differences aside. When the show was ending, she was going through a very public divorce. Her father was diagnosed with dementia, but now she's ready to revisit the character and whatever.
Okay.
So after the movie came out and blah, 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 reports were saying that Sarah Jessica and Kim did not talk on set, made for a very awkward experience for everyone.
Environment, yeah.
Well, then they both deny that was a thing.
Okay.
Whatever. They've denied that for a few years afterward.
You can't really deny how other people think.
Exactly.
Okay, all right.
So then fast forward to 2017. Yeah, there's a big break in it. Reports of a third movie were out, but that it wasn't going to happen because of Cattrall's demands to Warner Brothers. She wanted them to produce other projects that she was going to be working on before the third movie. So, but she denies that. She says that that's not true. But there is no third movie. Anyway, then Cattrall appears on Piers Morgan's show. Do you know who Piers Morgan is? If you saw him, you know him. Okay. He has an accent. So this is in October of 2017. Cattrall appears on Piers Morgan's show and says once she turned 60, there was never going to be any more Sex in the City. Once she turned 60, she said, I'm done with this character. I'm done with the show. And honestly, I don't blame her. Let's leave what was great and let's just leave it that way. Why do we have to keep creating?
This guy has a lot of pictures with Trump.
Let me see. Is it P.I.E.? Yeah. Do you recognize him?
I do.
Okay.
But
yeah, so she was on his show.
Okay.
But I almost agree with her in the fact that why do we have to keep remaking things that were let's just leave it how it was great. Let's not ruin it.
I agree.
But anyway, so she said once she turned 60, that was closing that book. And she tells him that her and the cast had never been friends and that she wishes that Sarah Jessica Parker could have been nicer.
Oh.
Yeah. And wow. Sarah Jessica Parker was like, I caught off guard by this. This is years later. Why were we, whatever. But then it gets awkward because a
It's
year
been awkward
later,
for me.
So Kim Cattrall's brother dies, and Parker reaches out on Instagram saying like, I'm so sorry,
Like
whatever.
privately or publicly?
No, publicly. And Kim Cattrall basically comes back and saying, you are not my family, you are not my friend, please stop putting my brother's death like on blast. Just mainly she thinks there was intentions of just trying to
get like publicity by saying like, look, I'm
reaching out.
Oh my gosh.
But then Sarah Jessica was like, that's not my intention, blah blah blah.
I mean, damn, like you guys worked together for years. Like that's fine. Like I think Cattrall is in the wrong for that one.
Right. But then it's like, is Sarah Jessica Parker as nice as them we think she is? Like, is there some truth to Kim Cattrall? Like this feud, they keep going back and forth. Like,
is
what
Sarah
are they?
Jessica Parker friends with the other two girls?
Yes. So it was like 3 against 1.
So that's like the weird thing then. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. It seems like they're too old to have like the click thing. So
I know.
What is it? Like there's got to be something.
And then to have to be in a show with people and act like you like each other. I mean, it's their job, but still.
Right. Yeah.
And then to wrap it all up, now they announced this new series coming out on HBO Max. I guess they finally just said Samantha's not going to be in it, and it is what it is.
They're gonna just probably.
I hope they address it though. Like, oh, Samantha.
They have to.
I feel like they're either going to do like one of two things. They're either going to address it and be like, Samantha lives in another country now and is focused on her career, like something like that.
She's with a guy, like
or they're gonna introduce another 4th character, and I hope that they don't do that.
Maybe they'll like say that she died, like
maybe
like
that's a possibility. Like
wow,
but I hope that they don't introduce a whole. I mean, they probably will introduce a new character.
Do you have HBO Max?
No,
I do.
I'm gonna somehow need to get it.
You should. It's $15 a month.
Do you think they're gonna release them all at once?
Hopefully. I hate when they do the weekly. That would suck.
Yeah, that would suck.
But I hope, I don't know, because I got it. I don't really know why I got it, but then I was like, is this worth it? But if that's coming out on HBO Max, maybe more. There's just a bunch of like old movie, not old, but like
they're trying to make HBO Max a thing.
Yeah, like I don't really understand what I'm paying for yet, but my sister's splitting it with me, so.
Oh, well, that makes it better.
Not that bad.
Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna come out, and I'm looking forward to it. I just hope that it doesn't ruin the old stuff, but I think it's gonna be a different storyline. So yeah, great.
All right, let's get into something I'm passionate about.
Let's do it.
Not really, but Bridgerton on Netflix.
Everyone's obsessed.
Except
for Danielle Cebulski from Honeybrook, Pennsylvania.
And my sister, Rachel from Lancaster. She didn't like it either. And I don't know, I've actually checked in because I keep saying to everyone, make it to episode 6 and it's smooth sailing from there. Because the sex scenes really ramp up in episode 6.
Oh my God.
It's a fact. So let me just say, I think, so the show is based on a book. Okay. And the series has 8 books in it.
Did they say that the first season was based off of book 1?
Yes. Okay. So the Bridgerton, it's about a family, the Bridgertons. There's a shit ton of kids in the family. There's like 6 maybe. And the first book is about Daphne Bridgerton, the oldest girl, daughter of the family. And that's what the episode was about. Her and there's going to be spoilers in this. Yeah. So don't listen if you don't want to know. It's about her and Simon finding love in like the 17th century.
Yeah, it's like way back, like when they wore corsets and
throwing
shit.
It way back. Yeah, so that's interesting, but I don't know. I didn't really like it at first. It was a little slow, but I was just so invested in these people's lives and their love story because, like, Daphne's older brother. So the dad died. Like we didn't even see him. He just wasn't there. Yeah. So the oldest brother was like playing the dad role. And I guess the whole point is like in that era, if you're a girl, if you're like over 18, like there's this whole courting process and you have to get married and you can't touch until you get married kind of thing. Yeah. No kissing, no nothing. So her brother is like trying to find her like a partner or whatever. And his friend, I'm doing a really bad job because like it's a lot. It's confusing.
I'm following.
Okay. Well, this guy, Simon, he's a duke or whatever. And he's a little older because he's her brother's friend from like school, I guess. the college was the thing. I don't know. They're like school friends. And he wasn't really like down to marry, and he was just kind of like doing his own thing. He wanted to
see. I do know this much. I watched up to episode 3.
Yeah. But in doing that, like him and Daphne become friends. And they make a pact to like kind of like fake date.
Yeah.
Just so like, because she's getting creepy guys like coming after her, and he's getting pressure from everyone being like, why aren't you marrying? Why aren't you? Mm-hmm. You're so attractive. And he is. Oh my God, he's so hot. So yeah, and then of course they fall in love because like you're pretending to be in love, so you're going to. But then like he didn't want to settle down, and then they ended up like making out in a garden.
Oh, yeah,
and that's not allowed. Far. And guess what? The punishment for that is
what?
Death.
Are you kidding me?
He doesn't die, but her brother finds out about it, and he's like, well, we have to duel, like her brother and him.
Oh, come on. Can't we just call it a truce?
I know. So literally, like, one of them is going to die. And Daphne comes in and she, like, stops it. She, like, goes on her horse to try and stop it. And then she's like, you don't have to duel because Simon and I are getting married. And Simon's like, What? Like, we are? And she's like, yes, we are getting married, so you don't have to, like, no one has to die.
Yeah.
It was just the whole thing. I didn't really want to recap, but...
But it's, I mean, really one of the most viewed Netflix shows ever, they're saying.
It's really up there.
And to have diversity in this time.
Yeah, that too.
It's, some, I guess, are saying it's not accurate, blah, blah, blah.
It's not. And I've also heard that they're, like, the corset, something about corsets aren't accurate and what they do in the show. But
I don't know if you noticed, and I thought this was cool, though, because they are trying to add modern touches.
The music.
Yes, the violins.
I listened to... the Taylor Swift one. Well, you didn't see it because the first sex scene between Daphne and Simon.
What song is it? Love Story?
Say you'll remember me.
Wildest Dreams. I love that one.
I think so.
Yes. They also played In My Blood by Shawn Mendes.
Yeah. They've done Ariana Grande.
Yes. And I'm like, this is so cool.
I love it. They have a playlist on Spotify.
Oh, they do?
It's actually really calming. Like, I listened to it on the way home from work one day, and I was like, this is really nice.
Because I heard the violins, and I'm like, all right, I know the song. What is this? I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool. They're like adding modern touches to it. I love it. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, so they're rewriting history.
Yeah.
And they are adding popular songs, and I love it.
No, it's cool.
That's why I think people are eating it up. It's just like so different.
I think I'm going to give it a retry.
You should. Now that you know more about what happens, and like,
yeah,
you just got to watch it for the sex. Because like, I don't know. It's just, they really like show a lot. And
Everything.
I'm like, how is this like
legal?
Like, did you see 50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah. I read the books too.
Okay. They show a lot of sex on that.
They do. But they don't show, they don't.
I feel like it's less,
of course, detailed. Yeah, I haven't seen the Bridgerton one, so I can't really compare. Yeah. But like, you said you see butts and stuff. Like, yes. In 50 Shades, do we see butts?
No. You see
You
see Simon's butt. You don't see Daphne's.
Okay.
But like, it's actually wild.
Damn.
And I guess since you don't really care about spoilers.
Yeah.
So when she has sex for the first time, she did not know how a baby's made. She doesn't know.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So this whole thing happens where Simon tells her that he can't have kids. But guess what? He can have kids. He just doesn't want kids. So he told her he can't have kids. And she was like, really? Like, why? Like, what? So then the first time they have sex, he pulls out. And she didn't know why. And she didn't know how a baby was made. And so she like brings it up.
They don't tell the girls?
No. Her mom didn't. And I think that's fucked up of her.
Yeah.
Anyways, so she like brings it up to one of their like housekeepers. And she's like, I have a question. Like, it's a little embarrassing. But like, how is a baby? Like, how does that happen? And she's like, you don't know? She's like, no.
Oh my God.
And she tells her. And she's like, so he just like.
It's not that he
like literally wasn't, because that's how a baby's made, and he just didn't want kids. The first time they have sex, after she's aware of how a baby is made and basically forces the finishing action.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like.
So wait, but they're not even married, but she wants.
They are married.
Oh, by this point they are.
Yes, they're already married at that point.
Okay.
But she was just so upset because then it like, but I guess she also wasn't aware that like, you could be able to do that and just not have, you could still not be able to have kids.
That's true.
But I guess, but it ends with her pushing a baby out. So I just thought it was wild that she was like having all this sex and didn't know. and didn't know like what he was doing, but he knew what he was doing. It's like
everyone left her in the dark.
Pretty much.
Poor girl.
Yeah.
Well, now that I know everything, maybe I don't need to watch it.
No, but just go to episode 6. That's all I gotta say.
I'll fast forward. But yeah, it might be confirmed for the 8th season.
I've seen a lot, and that it's like just based on like how many people are watching it. There's no way there's not going to be a 2nd season, but I'm sure they're going to do every kid as a season. Like they should.
Yeah,
I hope they do. Like Simon, I forget his real name, but I followed him on Instagram.
Okay.
He's
cute.
Yeah, he's so cute.
Very cute. Before we leave quickly, Demi Lovato announced she has a new YouTube docu-series coming out March 23rd called Dancing with the Devil. It's going to be a 4-episode situation, and
so excited.
Yeah, because her other documentary was awesome on YouTube. It's going to talk about like some of the intimate details of her overdose in 2018, and we both hope she talks about the short engagement to Max Eric.
How could she not?
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be 4 episodes. So.
But honestly, Demi, thanks for putting it on YouTube so that I don't have to pay for it.
I know. I was just going to say, I love when people make documentaries on YouTube. Like the Paris Hilton one.
Yes.
Amazing. Thank you. Like if it's not Netflix and it's not YouTube, I don't think I'll watch it because I don't know. That's too much. And I'm not.
It is too much.
Well, I wouldn't put it past me that I would just like sign up for a trial or cancel it after I watch it. Yeah. I've done that before.
So yeah, that comes out March 23rd, which is also my mom's birthday. Random,
nice.
But cool.
So far away.
I know, it does feel far away.
It's not even. First of all, January's taking like forever.
Isn't it taking a while?
More than usual.
Yeah.
Because I know this happens every year, but this year it just feels.
I know, dragging
longer.
It's a lagging. All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening.
Thank you.
Give us a follow. Give us a subscribe.
Yeah.
All that junk.
Yes.
All right. Have a good weekend.
See you next week.
Bye.